What is going on? YouTube Shorts, Instagram, YouTube. This is going regular YouTube too, TikTok. I'm back with another Walker Talk, and everyone's talking about this new Jason Aldean song, old Jason Aldean song. Try that in a small town, and it's kind of racist overtones and the controversy it's bringing. And I think a lot of the outrage is helping itself. Like if people would have just left the song alone, whatever, said they weren't offended, just left it alone, I don't think it would be as big. There's a lot of like neo-Nazi rock, a lot of bad, evil, negative music that doesn't get attention because people don't talk about it on either side, you know what I'm saying? But I do think the song and the reaction is symptomatic of this kind of divide and conquer, big media strategy to pit black people against white people, pretty much. So when you think of small towns, you know, people probably think of, you know, white people, Mayberry, Happy Days, stuff like that. And when you think of big cities, people think of like black people, hip hop music. You know, urban music is black music. Urban just means you're from the city. But a lot of black music is called urban music, even though there's a lot of rock and roll. There's some country and urban music, but the kind of coded words we have here is small town is white, big city is black. Even though with gentrification, big cities aren't really that black anymore. You know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of code word. And when you look at Jason Aldean, what he's doing, he's just reflecting a lot of what he's getting from Fox News and his perceptions that Fox News shows about black people, like the BLM riots, rappers getting arrested. So all the news he's getting on black people is really slanted towards the Fox News kind of racist angle where black people are like violent protesters, bad gangster rappers, corrupt politicians, and the such. And that's horrible, but it's also horrible on the other side, right? Because you have on MSNBC, you see like small town people, aka white people, portrayed as like crazy Trump supporters, you know what I'm saying? You see you know how they treat the Capitol Hill rioters, and these people aren't like the rich white people who are kind of controlling the agenda. These people are like the people who watch the news and follow the agenda. Oh, almost got hit. She ran a light though. Anyways, back to my point on the Jason Aldean song, which is it's a bad song. I'm not saying it's not a bad song, but I feel like the reactions to it are just kind of being provoked of trying to find racism from small town white people, from you know, people who might not be that significant, rather than finding like the power in the politicians. Because the fact is that white America, black America, we actually have the same problems. And the problems a lot of the time come from the government and the media. And with this divide and conquer, no one is talking about the problems that we both share. Like our jobs, we all need jobs, right? And we're sending billions of dollars to the Ukraine and there's no money for jobs here, right? Now we have a fentanyl epidemic going on, and this epidemic affects black people, white people, it's killing everybody, right? But no one's talking about this fentanyl epidemic. We have a homeless epidemic that's going on, and I think a lot of the people are trying to frame like black people as violent. When I see a lot of the statistics, one of the statistics people ignore is the fact that the biggest cause of death by gun violence by far is white men committing suicide. And I'm not saying that to blame white people. I'm saying we have a mental health and a gun violence problem that affects us all. And rather than saying, you know, blaming the black people for protesting or blaming the white people for raiding the Capitol, I think it's time we blame the government for the laws they make that bring the fentanyl in, that increases the homelessness, that takes the jobs away. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. It's just a big divide and conquer move to me, you know? And we got to stop it. Thank you.